not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. You are entering Tara's terrestrial aura. Are you ready? I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test.
Hey my lovelies, a transmission on this most absolutely beautiful, most absolutely amazing Jupiter day. I love Jupiterian days. I love Jupiter energy. I love the essence of the everything about the momentums of now. I'm just feeling in this state of perpetual bliss, and please excuse me if it's a little bit more difficult to hear me, but I have to have my sunroof open anytime it's sunny and it's not freezing cold. So that's a thing, and I was not able to bear closing it because I needed the frequency of it. I love it. But yeah, so a little transmission on this Jupiter energetic day. I think I outdid myself yesterday with the Mercurian energy with my 2 videos plus my parallel in my series. So I'm like, wow, I'm impressed with me. So I'm gonna go do some social things and make myself feel human for a bit. But before I do all that, I'm definitely wanting to transmit a little message for our time-space momentum, which I love how, even though I'm recording this on a Jupiter day, it most likely will be transmitted in the act of Venus, in the action of Venus, because it'll be a Venus day. And I kind of love that because I want to expand my Venus. And I actually found out today that I may be in a Venus return right now. So I'm going to look into that later today. And I'll probably have astrological stuff going down with these social things I'll be doing because that's just my nature. I'm that person that's going to be asking everybody their information so we can just look at stuff. So, but that's also helpful to grow and expand myself because as I move into the astrological realm of wanting to move into that element to be able to utilize astrology in more ways. I don't even want to say I want to be an astrologist because I'm a taurologist. That is my nature. I'm a taurologist and I do tar alchemy because that's what I do. And I don't really have any labels. So the only label I have is my name that I'll claim because I like my name and it's a very strong name. So, and I've had it my whole life. It's kind of stuck with me through thick and thin. So I'll take that. That man was riding a bike with this thing on. Whoa, my mind's blown, but I'm not disrespecting. I definitely get it. People do what they do. But yeah, so okay, for this transmission, I just wanted to stop in and just remind you to fill out the Jupiterian energy and just expand on the areas in which you are feeling or something at a core frequency of value to you and which you want to put out into your now momentums. What is something that you feel that maybe it's something you really, really enjoy or something you really that stimulates you to some degree, and maybe that you don't quite do as often as you could or don't do as often as you wish you would or something of that nature? If that's the case, if you have something like that, utilize that energy and ask yourself, okay, so what can I do to expand that field? What can I do to put myself out there to be more of the vibration match, to be able to bring more of that energy in my life, to be able to correlate it within my fields, to be able to expand on? For instance, I have these visions, I have these immaculate visions of what I am working towards and what I am seeding right now and sowing and harvesting and doing all these different elements on, because at this point I've implanted seeds on different parallels, and I'm on my midheaven right now, so thank you. Okay, so I have planted seeds in these many multitudes of parallels, and within these parallels some of them are they're just now seedlings and they're just starting to take form. Some of them have been harvested, cut down, sown, whatever you call it. And shipped and put out for the world, or however you want to look at it, whatever way we want to see it. But they have been already like mass produced, and they've already been out there. They've done their job, but they're always still growing back, because I believe in having a crop that regrows, and I think that's like an annual instead of a perennial. So an annual seed, and it's like we have the different seasons of our harvest, because even though these different parallels coexist at the same time, each time is different in the frequency in which it resides. So one thing can grow perfectly, like kale, for instance. It grows amazingly once it starts growing. Like once you've actually like got it going, it'll grow in the dead winter. It doesn't matter, because that's how kale grows. Some vegetables, some harvest, let's say that. Some of our plants, some of our harvests grow in all conditions, in different conditions, and each of those are tended to properly as they are meant to be tended to. And as we innerly tend to these gardens, because it's all really inside of us, these multiverses that are innerly being tended to, we're able to organize and like put together what works best with what works with this and that. It's almost like astrology. It's like everything that works together versus the things that are kind of like they counteract each other and they like cancel each other out, or maybe they kill the other, because it's not like a correlating type of seed and fruit or blossom or whatever you want to call it, because we're referring to this as a garden. But if you get my drift, I think you see where I'm saying. The thing is, it's not about only holding focus on one key momentum of a now to be able to create something. It's about creating a concoction of actions and things and remnants of you that are able to exude like different elements of the amazing force field in which you are. Whenever you acknowledge and accept how really truly powerful you are to begin with, that is the most amazing power that you're ever going to find. Because when you can tune in and like tap into your own source of the connection to the innate and be able to really like stimulate yourself in that way, that is a beautiful element. That is a beautiful transparency of a higher octave in the fields to be able to move within and out and in between and all the different elements of its flow. So I just want to remind you all, I won't keep this video going too long, and this is not a touching taboo video. Oh my gosh, not a tidbit of taboo. Even though so far I've had like a little tidbit of taboo in 2 videos in one day, and then the day before. So we may not touch any taboo today, and if we do, maybe we will. I don't know, we'll see, right? But what I want to leave you with in this message is plant your seeds and be multidimensional. Be a multidimensional being, so that whenever you are creating, you're co-creating in multiverses, and you're not setting yourself to one element, one idealism, one outcome, one state of being, one whatever. It's not about just doing it one way. It's about doing things multiple ways and trying new things and being open to failure, success, to whatever it may be, whatever you call failure or success. Maybe you don't identify a failure as a failure or a success as a success, because that's not something within your realm. I'm that kind of way. I personally don't really feel like there is a such thing as a failure, because a failure is a growth, and what other people have mentioned they consciously see failure as, they see it as something I look at as a major growing aspect, a major component to be able to like move into a higher octave of self, to create an innate state of being of a higher algorithmic tune. So if you feel that way too, bless you for being here with me on that path. And if you feel like you do still have failures, bless you for being here with me in translation of my entity into your vicinity, because I am grateful for you. I love you all so much. This will conclude our message for today on this topic of matter, of the Jupiter expansion of ourselves. I wish you love. I send you peace. I send you harmony. And I hope that you embrace all elements of yourself. Never feel that you have to hide aspects of yourself, because maybe they've been something that's been planted very deeply. Because just because they've been planted deeply does not mean that they won't eventually form roots, and then they're going to come out, or either they may be a rooted thing and it's just going to live underneath the surface of the soil forever. But are you going to ever pull that out? Are you ever going to let yourself be free to be able to like pull at it and see it grow? Or either like if it is growing outside of the soil, are you going to ever harvest that? Are you ever going to attune that energy of the cosmic frequency in which you are to be able to uplift your entity by the release of that energetic field that you are feeling, whether it be a good or a bad feeling? Because it's all a matter of how our mental construct is dealing with the situation of it at hand. All right, so that's the message. If you all enjoy my content, definitely like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I value you being here. I value your comments, your feedback, your love, your support, everything that you do. I'm grateful for you. I am so incredibly grateful, and I'm honored to even have the space to be able to share with you in this now space momentum. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your now tides, we'll say, since I just said momentum. And do you so fluently that you speak only your language. And if anyone else has any problem interpreting that language in which you are innerly relating, it's okay. Because as long as you can say that you were honest and true to yourself, that is what matters most. I love you all. And I love that I always like come to a stop to where I can conclude the message. I love you all. Have a beautiful momentum of now. Also, my links are below to all of my other outlets of platforms. Definitely check me out in those spaces. Also, I'm here for you. I love you. Have a wonderful momentum.
I am human. I am human.